What's up, Taurus? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Tawny Michelle, and we are not all love, light, twin flames, and unicorns over here on this channel. So please keep that in mind. And yeah, Taurus, let's get into it. Wow. Okay, so this is a big month for you, like one of the biggest months of 2021. I know probably everyone says that. I say that a lot, but this for real is like, this is a big fucking deal. So listen up, okay? Because what is happening is Mars is finally moving out of Aries and into your sign. Your sign is involved in the crazy shit that is happening this year, especially starting this month in January 2021. So Taurus, what I see here is that you guys have been having a lot of difficulty in the career department, whether it's the career, the reputation, the authority, authority figures, you know, all of these different types of areas of life. Even for some of you, it could even be a father figure, you know. These are the types of areas of life that we're dealing with. Also, your achievements, success, your goals, where you feel like your path is or what you feel like your future is. There's something that you want to achieve, but it's been really, really hard to get there, to achieve it. Saturn has been putting you through a lot of lessons, a lot of challenges, and learning and expanding and looking at things from a new perspective. It's been really hard to do that lately, you know? And so now you have Saturn and Jupiter in that spot for you of success and authority and your path and what you want out of life and your future and your career and your reputation and authority figures. So there has been maybe a lot of policies or systems in place at your job, or a lot of things changing within your career at this time. And for the next few years, you're really going to experience major upheaval when it comes to the career and success and achievements and your future and what you want and all of these things, because you're changing. Uranus is in your sign squaring this shit show in Aquarius, so you're changing. And now that Mars is moving in here with Uranus, this is where it's gonna feel like I need to change now. Like I need to do something now. I need to completely change everything now. I need to be liberated. I want freedom. I'm done with this shit. I'm sick of playing by the rules. And it's going to really feel like you're going to want to take some really crazy chance or make some really disruptive or rebellious decision. This month and starting in January, you're going to really start feeling this impulsive need, this urge to do something different, to make some kind of decision, to basically get rid of the old, to do something new, to do something innovative or unique or out of the box, you know. Possibly even a little bit rebellious. You're going to be really feeling this kind of defiant energy. Now, this could play out as simple as maybe you change your appearance, okay? Or maybe you go off on a boss, you know what I mean? But either way, you're wanting change in the world, in your career, in your future, in your path, in your reputation, and, you know, you want to break free. You know, we have the bear and the cage and the key here. So there is a level here of wanting to break free, wanting to stand up for yourself, you know, doing something to get out of that cage. You know what I mean? Because you feel lost. There's a level here, Taurus, where I feel like this could either be you or this could be your perspective, but I feel like a lot of you guys are like sitting back and being like, and the stuff that's going on in the world is possibly really bothering you. And like I said, if it's not the world in general, it could just be your job or your own life. But I feel like a lot of you guys are maybe sitting back and being like, oh my God, everybody's like just following the crowd, or everybody's just going about this situation and not doing anything about it, or everybody's just listening. And like, there's this energy of like following the crowd, or feeling like everybody's just normal or doing like the status quo shit, and you're kind of over it and you're kind of done. And this is the month where you're like, I want to shake shit up. You're like, I want to shake shit up. But what I see here with the maze is that other people feel this way too, Taurus. So it's not just you. It may seem like you're alone, or it may seem like you're constantly like going in different directions, you're going to get to a point where you're fed up of going in different directions, of not knowing which way to go. And with this key here, it's like you have the key. You have the key to set yourself free, right? With the bear here, this is about protection. This is really about protecting yourself. It's also a very nurturing energy as well. So it's like you have the key, but what are you going to do with it? How are you going to use it? You know what I mean? Hold on. Got a bunch of cards that dropped here. I'm not going to take them because it's like way too many, but I feel like you are being told things, or there's like news coming in that isn't what you think it is, okay? So we have the Mask and the Stork. So there's definitely been a lot of news coming in that has been masked because it's on the side. It's on the basically bad side of the mask with the moon here. So it's like things are hidden. Things are being masked, okay? And you've had a long way to go with this bridge. It's like you've had a long way to go. You've had a long journey. And you're sick of not seeing shit in the way that you feel. For some of you, I don't know why I'm getting this, could be family as well. There's a family situation because of this nest here, okay? We do have the tree here as well, but I'll get to that. But with the bridge here, it's like something becomes available in January where it's like, okay, I can move through this. I have an easier way. There's something that I didn't feel like I could get across before, but I do feel like I can now. And whatever this is that comes in, this news that is being masked, something that you didn't see before, it's like you have easier access to it now, and now you have to make a choice. And then we have the clock. So this really tells me that this could be either a timely choice that needs to be made, where you feel like you don't have a lot of time, or this tells me that this choice is a pretty big choice for you, and that also it could have something to do with either your past or future. And we also have the tree here, you know what I mean, which once again, family roots. So I feel like this has to do with your past in some way, and it's going to affect your future though. So it's like, do I want to keep doing the same thing that I've always done? Do I want to keep waiting or staying still or being rooted? But I also feel like you're trying to use your past lessons as a reference point in some way. So those few cards I just read, not these, but the few cards I just read are from before I even turned on the camera. They're just from the pre-shuffle. So I'm going to put them back and we'll see if any of them fall out again. But I just wanted to share that with you in case that message did resonate with you in some way. Okay. So anyways, so you're going to be feeling this Mars masculine energy. You know what I mean? You've been really learning how to stand up for yourself the last several months now, Taurus. You've been really learning how to express your anger in a healthy way. You've been really learning the repressed anger in situations that you keep hidden. You've been really learning about shit that goes on behind the scenes, right? Secrets, hidden enemies, people that aren't who they say they are. And that's what I think that mask also could have really been talking about. People that act fake or one way but really are not that way. And I feel like within your career or within your reputation, your authority, your goals, achievements, whatever, your life achievements, what you want to do with your life, this area is really being affected. You do have Jupiter here though, which can bring good luck, can bring good shit. Once again, the clock, but now we have the compass. So you're trying to decide what direction to go in with something. And with the clock here, it could be, like I said, that it's like you have a certain amount of time. You have a certain amount of time, and that's what this maze could be. But you have the key, even if you don't think you do. So remember that. And I feel like it's going to play out how it's supposed to with the clover here. Very interesting. There's something to do with innocence here too. Definitely something to do with innocence here. You're trying to be wise about this choice as well. Whatever this is, it's a pretty major decision. You know, you're really trying to learn which direction to go in, which door to enter in. So, anyways, there's also a theme this month with wanting to expand in some way, wanting to learn more, wanting to grow, wanting to achieve some kind of educational interest, or go on some kind of educational pursuit. Okay, that's what this is about. So we have the mountain now. So whatever this, you're getting pointed to a new direction, or in a direction that deals with something very challenging, and you know it, and you know it's going to be an uphill battle, but you're like, do I do it? Do I not do it? Too many cards. You're confused on whether you should do it or not. We also have the fish there, so this could be something to do with finances. See, with Jupiter here, you're gonna have the knowledge that you need. It's like you have the gift of knowing things that other people don't, in some way, shape, or form. And I think that's what this key is talking about. So you may not be as lost as you think on this. It's like you're gonna have some kind of gift of knowledge, of knowing something that, or knowing things that other people may not. And so yeah, it may seem like an uphill battle, but it's like the cards are like, yeah, you can do it. So yeah, hopefully that resonates so far. So let's go ahead and pull some more cards and see what's going on here for you guys, Taurus. Like I said, this month you're going to be really motivated to make some changes. For some of you guys, this could be health and wellness, changes to your body, changes to your appearance, like I said before, just changes to your life. You know, you may feel really held back by something in your life, some kind of oppressive, authoritarian, restrictive kind of energy, and you're just like, with Mars coming across Uranus in your first, you're like, I need to break free of this shit. So, but be careful not to jump on some kind of new revolutionary, or you know, some kind of new innovative out there technology or thing, just because it seems like the right answer or the right solution for you right in this moment, because it may not be what you think it is. So you're going to have a strong need to be impulsive, to fight, to be defiant, to go against the norm or the status quo or the rules or the regulations or the boundaries. But you also have to be smart about it if you are going to, number one, but you also have to really think long term here and not get too carried away in one or the other, right? Not get too carried away in like fear and you know, the repressive energy, but also not get too carried away in the liberation and freedom and rebellious kind of energy, or the defiant kind of energy. So you want to definitely kind of watch out for that and try to find the balance between the two. So let's go ahead, and I don't know why I'm just like looking at this fish card, and I do feel like there is a sense of freedom with this. It's almost like you're trying to climb this mountain or go through this challenging uphill battle to have more freedom, or to be able to move, because there is something about movement here, or maybe even travel, or even just metaphorically move, like have space or get out of this cage, or not be feeling like trapped in some way. So let's go ahead and see what other cards we get for you guys, Taurus, and see what comes out for the month of January 2021. We also have envy. We have angel of balance. Interesting. So there is like something that you feel, I think, is unfair or unjust in a situation. It could be a career situation or your views on something. Okay, so we have door to spirit. We have third chakra. So this is very much about your solar plexus chakra, standing in your confidence, a sense of empowerment, a sense of self and identity. Door to personal healing and happiness is really going to help you. So there could be a situation of envy that's affecting your solar plexus chakra, that's affecting this energy of your personal healing and happiness. So once again, finding that balance between, okay, am I the problem or is someone else the problem? Can I control this or not? You know what I mean? I'm not saying you should sit back and do nothing, but it really is dependent on your own situation and knowing when to sit back and say, okay, like there's nothing I can do about this right now, and when to take action and stand up for yourself. You know what I mean? So let's see if we get anything else from this deck. There we go. Seventh chakra, door to value, walking away, deceit. Okay, so you guys could be either the victim of or in a situation where there's deception. Once again, like I said, knowing when to walk away. Also knowing your value. Standing up for your value. And I think that's going to be a big one here for you guys, Taurus. That's going to be a big one. Just make sure that whatever decision you make, that you really think it through. That you really think it through, that you have a plan, that you don't just like completely act impulsively, randomly, you know, indecisively. That you really make sure that you know what you're doing. So these are just cards that I wrote on. We're going to draw a few and see what comes out for these for you guys, Taurus. Yeah, so this is really interesting. There is, you know, some kind of challenge here in the space of career, authority, success, the world. You know, it's basically your public life. Your life out in the world, what you want to achieve out in the world. And with it squaring, coming into a square with your sign, it's putting a lot of pressure on you. You're seeing things right now, Taurus, from a really unique and higher perspective. And so, you know, you're really going to start noticing where situations are holding you back or holding other people back. Okay. So we have past relational trauma and patterns. Okay. So once again, we have the clock here, which I was saying before. It could be something in the past, but that's currently affecting your present. So, you know, this is definitely bringing up lessons from the past, repeat lessons from the past, trauma from the past that you need to heal from in the present, in the current. Because we even got, are you doing the work? So Taurus, you're getting kind of called out right now. Are you doing the work? Are you actually facing shit, or are you running from shit? You know, are you trying to avoid looking at yourself where you're only looking at other people? Are you looking at your own shadow and what you're projecting? You know, because we also have validation isn't working. So who are you trying to get validation from? Is it other people or is it yourself? You know, why does there, if you are trying to get validation or recognition or whatever from other people, why? Why don't you feel okay without it? You know, I'm sure we all like to get recognized, right? But in this, and for some of you, this may not be for all of you, but for some of you that are really dependent on some kind of validation to keep going, you know, it's time that you look at that. Why do you need that? What's really going on here? You know, what void are you trying to fill with validation? And I get it. Like, I'm a Leo rising. I love validation. You know what I mean? And I've had to do so much work on myself just doing YouTube, because this is like such a job that deals with validation constantly, with feedback and comments from other people. And when you get used to getting that, and then you start having this kind of expectation, and then you kind of fall into, you know, constantly doing things for that validation, and then you get to a point where you're lost and you don't know who you are anymore. You know what I mean? You're like, what the hell? And so eventually I get to a point where I get miserable and I don't want to post and I don't want to do videos and I get behind and it gets really bad. And then eventually I get to a point where I have to do the work, right? And face myself and face the feelings that are behind me wanting to be validated, right? And then I get to a space where I start kind of coming out of it, and I'm like, okay, like, I want to do this because I love doing it, not because of anybody else or because I'm trying to impress other people. It's because I love doing it. And from that space, things really start opening up, and I'm able to be myself and do shit and not depend on what other people are going to think about it, right? Because it's like, I did it because I wanted to do it. So, and then I'm 10 times more happier. I can do my videos and be okay with it. I actually enjoy doing what I'm doing instead of, you know, hoping that it's going to pan out in some kind of way, or doing certain things to try to manipulate the situation so I can get some kind of validation out of it. And so if you're doing that, you need to take a look at that. You know what I mean? And then the last card we have here is, underneath it all, you're scared, and that's okay. So sometimes it's like, okay, you know what I mean? Maybe I'm trying to act a certain way, or maybe I'm trying to fight something, or maybe I'm resisting something, when really underneath it all, I'm just really fucking scared. And it's like, sometimes we have trouble admitting that, but we're human, you know what I mean? So what is it that maybe you're having trouble admitting, or maybe that, you know, that you're scared of, that you don't want to admit, right? On the bottom of the deck, we have emotional suppression. So what emotions are you trying to avoid or suppress within you, Taurus? That can be very helpful in showing you what you may need to work on for the month of January. So let's go ahead and draw some more cards here and see what else is going on with you guys. Okay. You guys have probably went through a lot of endings as well the last few months. Well, not the last few months, but probably like the last 6 months. You've probably went through like a lot of endings. Possibly even endings, yeah, heartache and loss at the bottom of the deck. Endings in relationships, I was going to say. Maybe not all of you guys, but some of you guys probably definitely have. So let's go ahead and see what else we can get for January 2021. We have the Wisdom card, which is the Hierophant. Yes. Wow. For some of you, you could be, we have the Sun card. Some of you guys could also be trying to expose something. Maybe not all of you, but some of you. It's like some kind of clarity is coming this month. Or you're trying to give people some kind of clarity, or you're trying to bring some kind of clarity in this month with you. And you're going to start seeing things a lot differently. And this is also like, you want to be seen. You want to be seen with the Sun here, or you want to further your educational life, what you want to do in some way as well. You could be doing something, you could be needing something different when it comes to your career, or upgrading your career, doing something progressive, or your career itself could be going through some changes, or doing something different, doing something more progressive, or something along those lines, going through some unique changes. Yeah, because we have financial and material change here and transformation. So there's definitely some kind of transformation happening here in your material and financial physical world. And you're really trying to I feel like you're trying to do something really cool, Taurus, like really inherently helpful or good or just or something. Recognition and reward. Okay. Stand your ground. There we go. Like I said, this has something to do with reputation, being seen, standing up for yourself. We have truth, which is the Judgment card. Yeah. This is a month of facing things. Oh my God, these cards keep falling. This is a month of facing things. The 8, which is the Strength card, which this deck has labeled as power. We also have Temperance. You're trying to bring some kind of truth. You're trying to stand your ground, to stand in your truth, to be strong. We also have the High Priestess here. See, knowing when to be strong, we literally have Temperance. Okay, so we have the Strength card, Temperance, and the High Priestess. Temperance is in the middle. It's balancing, right? The High Priestess is silent. It's a silent inner wisdom. The Strength is loud and proud. So it's knowing when to trust and when to stand up. And when to stand up for the right reasons and not just for some kind of reward or recognition, right? So that's really important too. Okay, so anyways, Taurus, this month is a crazy month. We have a new moon in Capricorn on January 13th, and this is going to be in your 9th house, conjunct Pluto. Your ruling planet Venus is going to be there as well. So this is going to be a major time of new beginnings when it comes to your perspective, your views on things. So you may have views that kind of change, whether they're political, religious, spiritual, just on life, philosophical, whatever. There's some kind of view changing here. That's a big theme that I'm seeing to kind of reflect on everything we just read. You're also going to be feeling very impulsive or feeling like you need to hurry and do something, or rushed, or like defiant, rebellious, like you want to kind of go against the status quo or go against the social norms or go against your boss or go against some kind of authority figure. So like I said, it really is finding that balance between being patient and trusting, and versus standing your ground, and finding the balance and knowing when it feels genuine and authentic to stand your ground, when you've thoroughly done the work and thought about it and are doing it in a way that is direct and also that is smart, that is discerning, right? And also knowing when to sit back and trust. So that is basically what I'm seeing for you for your big themes for the month of January. Definitely let me know down below if any of this ends up resonating with you. I would really love to know. And yeah, I love you guys. Thank you so much for all your support. If you don't already, follow me on Insta. You can find everything you need to know down in the description below about readings and all of that. And yeah, I love you guys. I will see you guys in my other videos.